Hi, my name is Dorothy Fenton, and my project is on the dangers of e-cigarette and vaping among high school students. Teenage vaping is a serious problem in America. E-cigarette use presents direct adverse health implications for high school students and is a gateway to hard drugs for high schoolers. My agenda includes influence behavioral change among the youth, illustration of the dangers of the teenage vaping within the framework of this larger society, what is happening, the health promotion, why this campaign is important to me.
In good health, vaping has become an epidemic in high schools all across the country. Now, with the start of school around the corner, one teen has a warning after spending summer break in the hospital.
Most people think that there's just kind of simple water vapor and that there's flavorings that taste good, but there's so much more.
Fueled by a combination of clever marketing and the misconception that safer than tobacco is the same as safe, doctors say e-cigarette use among teens has reached epidemic proportions, and they're worried about what the cute names conceal.
Things like nickel and tin and lead, these are heavy metals that can cause direct damage to the lungs.
Dr. Devika Rayo is a pediatric pulmonologist at Children's Health in Dallas.
So when he starts vaping, I'll start vaping.
She joins a chorus of health professionals urging parents to warn their children about vaping.
As the nicotine that's contained in these products is very potent, and the potential for nicotine addiction is so much more in young people compared to adults.
17-year-old Tristan ended up in the ICU at Cook Children's over in Fort Worth this summer on a ventilator. Machines were keeping him alive. Tests confirmed he hadn't picked up a bug, but he had been vaping.
You know, I woke up about 6:30 the next morning, just throwing up everywhere. My heart, I could just feel my heart just pounding out of my chest, you know, going 100 miles an hour. And I couldn't, you know, I was doing these really quick half breaths. I really could not get the full breath in, even with the inhaler.
Weak and still recovering, Tristan has sworn off vaping and is now working to warn others.
Obviously, I was embarrassed at first, but really once I realized that, I was going to make it through and I was given that second chance, I just kind of wanted to, like I said, I just kind of wanted to give that warning out to people.
The audience at risk is the high school students. E-cigarette use is rampant among the middle and high school students. In Houston, Texas, there have been reports of youth and young adults experiencing seizures after vaping. Seizures or convulsions are potential side effects of nicotine poisoning. According to the 2018 Texas Youth Tobacco Survey, 13% of youth use e-cigarettes in the past 30 days. This means that 18.9% of high school students and 6.0% of middle school students use e-cigarettes in the past 30 days. Therefore, the tobacco companies are taking full advantage of this with the information communication technology and their social media to push their products to this young audience. Packaging and product positioning makes e-cigarette products more attractive to children. The effects of vaping. Vaping leads to nicotine addiction. Vaping is a gateway to other addictive substances. Vaping depresses immune system. Vaping prevents the lungs from detoxing. Vaping increases the risk of frequent infection. Vaping also affects the brain development. Vaping impacts memory. It slows down concentration. It diminishes attention span and decreases the impulse control.
Meanwhile, the dangers of vaping continue to make headlines on a national level and right here at home. 3 Houston teens have recently suffered injuries so severe they were hospitalized. Channel 2's Brittany Jeffers live near the Texas Medical Center this evening with a story all parents need to hear. Brittany?
Well, officials say that all of these hospitalizations happened during the month of August, and all of them involved teenagers. And because of that, officials have a message for parents tonight.
This is a real phenomenon. Parents, you need to look out for your kids, find out what they're doing, educate them that this is dangerous.
A new and serious warning from the Houston Health Department. Within the last month, 3 teenagers had to be hospitalized with what's being called acute pulmonary injury by vaping. Local health authority for the Houston Health Department, Dr. David Purse, says the teens experienced a lung injury and displayed symptoms like shortness of breath, persistent coughing, and unexplained fatigue. Nationwide, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say there's been 450 possible lung-related illnesses associated with using e-cigarettes and 5 confirmed deaths. In Texas, the Department of State Health Services reports there's 17 confirmed or probable matches to the symptoms and substance use reported nationally.
It is just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to continue to get worse and worse and worse.
Samantha Boyd isn't surprised. In fact, the founder of StopVape.org says that for years she's been worried this would happen and has actively pushed for regulations and raised questions about the oils and flavors in vaping products. In Houston, health officials say the 3 teenagers should recover, but that number could change.
The cynic in me is concerned that it's going to increase, right? This is why we got to encourage the parents to get ahead of this.
So in Texas, it is against the law to sell tobacco products to anyone under the age of 21, and that does include vaping products. Reporting live, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPRC, Channel 2 News. Thank you.
The theory I will apply is the 4-way social ecological model. It proposes an approach that tackles the issue on 4 levels. The individual level, which is your age, education, income. The relational level, which includes the individual's closest social circle. The community level, which includes the setting in which the social relationship occurs, like the school. And the societal level, which includes the broad societal factors. What I will do to engage this target audience is using the billboard, the infographics, and the storyboard. I will also use the television and the radio to reach the parents through means like commercials during the watershed hours. I will also use the information communication technology, which is the most appropriate tool to reach out to the teenagers. And it's through this that we can reach the social media, which is the Instagram, the Facebook, the mass media, which is the television and the radio, and the targeted infomercials, which is through the telemedicine and social services infrastructure. Vaping is bad. Vaping is suicidal. I'm a mom against vaping. Thank you.